Is there no?
Me, I guess.
Are you okay?
That spawned in my face. That is not okay. That is.
What's spawned in your face?
Oh.
From?
Can I
It doesn't
change
unmurder
my
her.
alchemy? It has orange.
You can say you're sorry all you want, but
Accessories.
it doesn't unkill her.
No, but he can give me a creamy. I will forgive him.
You want me to
That
give you
came
another
out
option?
bad.
So these blue dots
Oh, yeah.
are they take away things.
Take away?
They take away.
Okay, maybe I will like this one more because it takes away. And I can have free range. Maybe I was very quick to my judgment on this. No, I'm gonna die. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I am not dead, but I will be. Oh, yeah. Oi, oi, oi. No, no, no. Okay, at least I can see them. So that's good. Run, 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 run. Sneak, 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 sneak. Okay. I hate this. Okay. Don't turn left. I have no idea where to go. Another thing I can put in there. Hello. That's the wrong one. Thank you for continuing being awaiting. 33 months. Insane. Let's hope the game saved. Also, it's time to go in a dungeon. Also, I dress myself in the game.
Week of Joe started at Tangia Dungeon. Use join to join the party.
I did. Like, I can't believe you got so much cool shit. Like, I only got common stuff every time I went in by myself. I will cry if this game did not save. Hey, I didn't die. I don't die anymore. Yeah, because I have clothes on. Try one more time so Vicky can join. It's 6. Oh, it's not 24 o'clock. No? Why you pee like this? I'm gonna wait to the minute strikes over. Join now! Yay. And then you can edit your character below the screen.
Funny joke?
Hey, it works!
Buddy deal? What's your favorite
Hi,
color?
corpse. Hang on, hang on. Doesn't like it. Yeah, finally. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times. You booted off the game. I mean, what what else am I supposed to do? Not set this time? Like, there's no skip button on the setting the time. What do you mean? Oh, you found the hidden passageway. No, you got killed.
What is a Jedi's favorite car? A Toyota? Funny joke.
Funny joke. Rare again? Stop getting rare stuff. Stop taking all the good stuff. I have a snoring cat on me. Life is good. Oh, 400 XP. Nice. Hey, duel me. Duel me. Where's the duel? First duel. Duel me. I don't know, maybe Vic. No, I'm gonna die. Maybe not, I'm not doing horribly. No. 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 I'm going back to the old Game Grumps Yoda joke videos. Oh god. No! I want to get stuff. I don't want all the common stuff I get. Give me stuff. Castiel, I need to move. Thank you. I no longer have a snoring sleeping cat on me. I'm sorry. Undress yourself so I can win. You got stuff. You got wrecked. I only get common stuff. I want something else. And I know you have a percentage to get like gifts or loot in like a duel and in the dungeon. This game had changed week. What do you mean? A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just are you serious? But you need to set the clock. I don't know why, but what if something happens and it needed to know your time? But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I am. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the time's serious. Okay! Okay, you listen here! Believe me, they're correct. First we're holding toes, and now we're supposed to try myself. You're holding toes with my duck self. The grippers. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal, okay? Since you've been so cooperative. Ooh. On your own, do you know the people that's gonna be there? Do you at least have some people, known people? Personally known people that you can talk to if it gets too much? Wow. Good luck, buddy. That would not be me. Beat them at the board game solution. Yeah. Bring out Dungeon Quest and beat them. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. What is my favorite time? Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. That I gotta check at the end of this. We're doing this. At the end of this, we're closing it and then opening it just to set the time. Taking a book so I can sit there for a bit and scope it up. Yeah, scope it up before you just like launch yourself into board games. But good luck. Break a leg. I wish you the best. I know Warhammer is a board game. I may kill someone to avoid social interaction. Oh, well. Okay. Let's see where it cut me off from last time, because internet cut off and I don't know how often this game saves, especially when the internet gets cut off. I did get to 3 out of 3 collectibles. It was more for Ojin because Warhammer may not be a board game. But it is a board game. What are you talking about? Well, get an achievement for coming back. I wish I could see my collectibles. I guess we just need to go and check, I guess. Yeah, I need to go to the meeting room. Because it's down the stairs, so I need to go to the meeting room. Taking you with me.
There's no
Yes.
board technically.
Yeah, but I mean... Is it a card game then? Is it technically a card game? Because it... Okay, it's saved. Okay. Nice. Okay. I have 3 out of 3. Good. Gucci. I'm happy with this. Nearby fireplace. Smelly place. So, I have no idea where the toilet or the fireplace is. Baby, I'm back. Yes! No! No! I'm not giving away the bucket. I hear that, but I don't feel it. I hear you say that. It's fancy. No audio. Fuck me, I guess. Yeah.
Your bucket.
Yeah, this
your
is my
companion
bucket.
And lifelong friend.
There we go.
You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
I'm not gonna hand over my bucket.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your
Wow.
relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Yeah, it's so
Expand
rude.
on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
Yeah, I mean, we lived
Share
together
your
for a
journal
long
entries
time.
detailing the rich emotional
And then we went to
landscape of your
work
feelings
together
the
for a
bucket,
long
as
time.
they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
And then we have Smexy time, did we? We have paintings. I had paintings in my house with the bucket. I even
Okay,
like
I've got
light
you something
candles
which
for
I
him.
think will help settle this debate
Wait.
once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate. No more
Hey, I
discussion.
got a
Take
sticker
our
on it.
hike broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes
I got a sticker.
about
Can
the
I get
nature of
more
cleaning
stickers on this?
supplies and their relationship to
Just-
broom closets in the natural order of things.
It's just opening stuff for me to get more stickers on this bucket.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see?
Yeah.
I feel
Can I
that
get
it
more?
works because the sticker
Could I
is
please?
also a bucket.
A
That
bucket
way,
of it.
If you're ever
A
unsure
sticker
whether
of a
the thing
bucket
you're holding
on a
is
bucket.
or not,
Love it.
you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Yeah, yeah. Do we have like a sticker of my face or something we can put on it?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Thank you. I'm having a cozy time with my bucket. I mean, it's a pretty bucket. It's helpful in any way. They can carry a lot of stuff for me. Now I have 2 stickers on it. And it's my bucket. Property of Stanley. Stanley is my middle name now. Okay, I don't think he wanted more, but I am wondering if I can get more stickers at some point.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Must be a fireplace here. Bathroom! Bathroom!
Okay, I'm going back to
Yeah.
the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn
Yeah.
between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name
Figlies.
better
Figlies.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it.
I don't know.
I'm sure it will come to me.
It just... To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have a... to pick just one. Now to find the fireplace. My grandma's brother was named Stanley. They call him Stosh. Why? Why Stosh? Fireplace. Oh, I'm lucky. Okay, so...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Oh.
It would be with him always.
I don't have any
The
numbers
bucket
though.
would. And he knew it. The two of them
How-
were inseparable.
Apparently that's a form of
At
the
this
name.
point, Stanley
Leaky
was
people
so
named
absorbed in
Margaret
the
get
tender
called Peggy, or
spiritual
people named
connection
Young
he
get
shared
called
with the
Jack.
bucket that he didn't notice the
Where
keypad
does
behind the
Vader
boss's
get his
desk.
designer
Nor in his
shoes?
bliss of simply
At
being
the
near the
Darth
bucket, did he have
Mall.
any notion that
Aw.
the pin number for the keypad was
Funny joke.
2845.
How do I get fire in the fireplace?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No, I'm
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I understand, but like, there's a figgly in here.
2845.
Yeah. Like, I've never heard Margaret get called Peggy.
What is a bounty hunter's favorite companion? His Boba Pet.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door
Whoa.
just opened all by itself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa.
Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
You can't just well whoop-de-doo me. I needed that fireplace, I think. Where's the... How, Huh.
Rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strollin'. But the seagulls poke at my head. Not fun. I said, Seagulls.
Stop it
Stop
now.
it now.
What? What was the last? Where is the collectible? Can I get up there? Huh. Collectible. Ooh. There we go.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the...
What is a
figure and
Jedi's
rings.
favorite
Very
Italian
soon,
dessert?
you'll collect the
Obi-Wan
last one,
cannoli.
And then the
Oh my
first
God.
number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Maybe
We'll
I
be
shouldn't have
different people by
chosen
then.
Yoda for
Different in
the
sense
channel
that we
point
used to
one.
have none of them, and now we have them all.
Almost
You
all.
can't go back to when you had no Figler and Lorines. None of us can.
No, I gotta find the last one. I know where it is. It's by the blue door. Excuse me, the elevators. Is it here? Oh god. It's like very dark.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring
yeah.
him that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
That's
The
my
bucket is here
emotional
for you,
support
Stanley.
bucket.
Everything will be fine.
Like Bucket Night was. Whoa! Why we sending out sparks, huh? Can I go up again? Oh my god, I can. Huh.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I
Ooh,
want to go
number
back so I
3?
can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Number 3 on what? I don't know where I'm going. You know, I have questions, and I do answer them. Oh, I can go back in there. Okay, hello.
Here
Hey.
we are, said Stanley.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad
So
and began
fun.
absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as
Gasped.
exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Maybe the bucket need googly eyes. Guess we're going
Perhaps
down
the
again.
bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that could have happened.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means
The
to
number
me.
3,
You and I
guys.
have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel
Yeah.
the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket.
Feel the happiness
said
of the number 3. You gotta understand, guys. Very important. Very, very important.
Here we go, said Stanley.
Yeah.
This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his
I'll
dreams
do
and
everything
hopes
twice
and
too
fears.
much.
And the
Oh,
whole
God.
time, he looked to
I'll
his bucket
try.
for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
One day, you will understand the happiness of number 3. One day.
Stanley and the bucket were so close, they'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
I mean, we did have
The
a passionate
question
night
caused Stanley
one
to
of the
ruminate
times,
the whole
so...
way down the elevator. He knew that there must
Is the
be a way
elevator
to get
going
through to the
slower?
bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Yeah, make the bucket sentient. What if? We just need to show him one more time. Stanley would be passionate to a bucket.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Yeah.
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to
Oh my God,
pressing
we're
the
speaking
number
to the
3
public
over
now?
and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy
where
through
are
the
we?
eyes of others. It would get to see the world
Is
react
this the same
to this
one?
discovery of Stanley's. And it would be
No,
through
it-
the public eye that the bucket
Oh God!
would finally understand
God!
Stanley's work.
This is... We're... okay. Oof. Bucket. Are you ready for public speaking?
For months, he
gonna
advertised
show you.
and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as
What do
he'd
you call
ever
a
been
bucket that's
for
always
anything in his
Indio's
life.
pile? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was not ASMR though, but okay. I'll take that. Hold on. Sentient machine. Okay, make this. Hold on. Oh, it's only because of reflection. Okay. I was like, why is the bucket bloody? What did I do? What did the bucket do? Oh God. Oh God, we're doing this. We're actually doing this.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a
Camp
true
Rock.
connection with a loved one.
Camp Rock! The dude who came up with the pizza. We're actually going on stage. Talking. I am a crazy person. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. I wrote a book!
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I think that I thought I was once.
I wrote a book! Oh my God, I have indoor golf. Whoop-de-doo. Well, here we
There's
go.
no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved,
I heard a cough.
uninteresting, he was a failure.
What
And
a
in that
real miss.
moment, Stanley
Oh,
knew
no.
the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection. no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began
No.
slowly over many years.
I failed
the two
you,
of them grew
Bucket.
more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither
No.
wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
No.
Mere silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I'm a disappointment. Nobody came to my presentation.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Okay, how many?
I suppose you
How
want to
many?
click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction
Okay, how many?
of witnessing
How many?
true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50.
Tell me.
clicks will do it.
50?
Almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not.
Okay, how many?
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be
How many?
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some
Give me a number.
hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment.
Give me a
willingness
number.
to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? 417. 417. 417. I'll come back for you. 417. Input. Did I restart the input? 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437? Okay. Where's 43? Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10
Okay.
clicks or so.
Okay. 415. 415. 415. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. 437. Here we go. You better give me an achievement. Like you promised me.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay. We're getting there. We're getting it. Wait. This is it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay. Ooh. Hold on, I can.
Yes!
Yes!
This is great! You're
Yes!
putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that.
Woo!
All right,
Woo!
let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay. I got you, buddy.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that
Copy
one
machine!
again.
Copy machine! Where's the copy machine? It's in the other room.
Sobbing.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Yeah,
5
okay.
clicks on door 43.
Yeah!
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow.
I did it.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
Thank
Nothing
you.
could hold
Thank
you
you.
back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far
Oh,
we've come
thank
today.
you.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
Yeah, this was
Really
way
now,
better.
What were you thinking?
Yeah. God damn. Sorry for you missing like 2 minutes.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
I failed.
With the bucket in
I
his
failed
arms
the bucket.
again, he was home.
That's all you need to know.
Stanley clutched
Through
the
the
bucket
blue and
tightly
red
to his...
room.
This was not the correct
I mean,
way
door.
to the meeting room.
Yeah, I
But
know.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
We're
And
going-
here it was. Had the
We're going
bucket turned out to be
collectible
correct?
hunting,
No,
not achievement.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Oh, maybe I can't take the bucket here because he... Okay. And
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Wow.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the
I'm a
problem is
rebel.
that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose
Everything
that would
can be a
explain lot
bucket.
about
We
your
can be a
behavior
bucket.
up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Spooky hallway? Sure, why not? Hello?
Now then,
Whoa.
I'm going to run you through some
Okay.
test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This
Yeah,
should tell us
yeah.
everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
Mm-hmm.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
What do you
It
mean?
is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
I gotta go with my gut and say it's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But that makes it a bucket. If it can hold a thing and it has a handle over it, it's a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No, that's someone pretending to be a bucket.
Incorrect.
What do you
This is a
mean?
bucket.
My guy, what is a bucket? I don't know anymore. Oh,
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I mean, it can... Yes. Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick.
What a
How on
bucket
earth
is
did you manage
anymore?
to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Thank you. Tell me what a bucket...
Is this a bucket?
I feel like this is a trick question. No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
How is it a bucket? Excuse me, how is it a bucket?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Can I, like, look at it? Yes. Yay!
Both. Gotcha.
How is it a both?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes, that's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No. Bucket is something.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't
exactly.
a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Yeah, you kind of made me confused what a bucket is.
Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes, you're a bucket.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
No!
Schrödinger's bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
I mean,
Wait,
everything is a bucket if you see it as a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Oh,
and
wow.
you, Stanley,
Congrats.
you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Whee!
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and
Okay.
we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Yes.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
No, they should know everything is a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, now, do not take the bucket, but go to the red and blue door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Bucket.
stop by the employee lounge
That's a
first,
bucket.
just
That's
to
a
admire
bucket.
it.
That's a bucket.
Wow.
This is a
Yes,
bucket.
This room. What? But
That's a
eager to get
bucket.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door
That's
on
a
his
bucket.
left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
This
ago.
is a bucket. That's a bucket.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm only missing one
There's someone
collectible.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced
look, a
that I want
bucket.
something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I've never seen noticed
Let me
that one
prove it.
before.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
That's funny.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor
Yes!
this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Woo!
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial
I did it.
achievements,
No, this
you've
is a reward in
insisted
itself.
that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Wow.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you would do.
Wait, hold on. Then what is behind the other
door?
door with the keep, the card thing? Because this one had like the card thing. When do I open that door? I can't go back, can I? No.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
I have to keep walking.
Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't like this one.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I don't like
If we
this
just
one.
stay right here, right in this moment with this place. No, wait. Where are you
Okay, we
going?
have seen this. We have seen this one. It's horrible. Okay, now I have all the... What? Now I have all the collectibles. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Ooh. The fuck is going on here?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Why?
Those
Why?
figures.
Why bring
I
the
haven't stopped thinking
pickles
about them
into
since
this?
you nabbed every last one.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't
Yeah.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just
Figurines?
one more time.
Hey, we got themselves. Oh. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Okay. Okay. I guess. Oh, look at that.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
You can-
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen.
Can you
but
find
how
them
could we know for
again?
certain?
Can you find
We were
them?
so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Asterisk pets on shirt with 3 wolves howling at the moon.
I
Asterisk.
love this memory. This is when I found my first collectible. Look how beautiful it is. I have 7 out of 6 now. Well,
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I think that I thought I was
it's
once.
a shirt with 3 wolves howling at the moon. Hey! My goodness. Oh, this is cool. I like
And
this.
here was a second Stanlerine. You found this
yeah.
one all on your own.
I
just by
did.
Poking around in the warehouse.
I
You
did.
did that, Stanley.
I
I'll be honest,
did.
Back then, I
Me.
had no faith in you to find any of them. There
Yeah,
were only
exactly.
6, but you continue to
Look at me
surprise in all
now.
sorts of
Look at me now.
mundane, unremarkable ways.
Yay. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand?
It was
Do you
underneath
remember?
the stairs. It was underneath the stairs. I remember it because that's when the internet cut off.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was
Yeah.
here, under the stairs. It
Like
was
he's
the
making
third
fun of
one.
you. No, no,
You
no.
picked it up,
we're-
and then after that, you had 3 of them.
I mean,
I'm glad these
he
moments
has
are so crystal clear in your
multiple
memory, but I
times.
shouldn't be surprised.
It's
After
been
all,
pretty
science
rude.
tells us that it's impossible to forget your third
Well.
time doing anything.
And
Let's
then
see,
we
what
found it
came
on
next?
the toilet. This was not next.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well,
no.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in
No.
the memory zone, so it must have happened.
This is wrong. The 4th one was on the bathroom. The 4th one was on a bathroom. And then the fireplace. Why did you not want to show the bathroom?
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly.
Yeah.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh, you did? I used to make videos in this program. I used to make AMVs with this. Oh, that's a throwback. God, I'm old. That's funny. You found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Oh my god. I was there. Yeah!
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Oh, it
I spent a lot
does.
of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes.
11 out of
spent
6?
on anything else.
11 out of Am I? Oh, blue and red door? Yes. Yeah. Never mind. That's funny that you heard chanting though. Coming into the spooky.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Perhaps
I mean, it was
because
the
it was
newest.
the one that happened more recently
Yeah,
than all
more
the
recent.
others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Ooh. Okay. What is this? You're in the present. Oh my god, my eyes. It's my eyes. The past. I'm in the present now.
And then there was
Ooh.
no more. Because we've caught up to the present
Ooh.
moment. Nothing left to
Ooh.
do but move onward
Ooh.
into the future. Goodbye,
Ooh.
memory zone.
Ooh. Bye.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
You
Isn't
can't
there some way
just
we can
unload
stay
the
here,
loading
keep enjoying
screen.
These figurines. Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Yeah,
You
I
see,
remember.
All the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear
Yeah,
in my
it
mind.
happened the
Let's keep
latest.
going. I want more.
Okay, you want more. This is how we become addicted to getting achievements and collectibles. Be careful, narrator.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you
Yeah.
remember the video we watched?
I remember the video. Okay. Oh, you fast. Okay.
Yes, I love that video.
Wait, what? Are we gonna show the not correct plate? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley.
Yeah,
Still
it
no
wasn't the
memory of
pink
this
room,
one.
it was
Good
the
room, though.
bathroom.
A solid room.
What's the whispering? The narrator just like you for real.
The narrator is just like you FR.
Is he? Why the pink room?
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
My temptation has been satisfied with just collecting them. Thank you very much. I don't want to see what's over here. It's nothingness. No, I'm not gonna tempt fate. I need to collect them. If I go away from it,
this was our second
it's gonna
Don't you remember?
disappear.
Yes, I remember it too.
And then I'm gonna not have all of them.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Yeah, I'm going. And we're back to the first one.
We found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Exit. Yeah, what came before this? Collect them all. Can you find them? Oh yeah. Looks kind of empty now though. Oh. Oh. I mean the hole. No, we don't even have the hole.
It's the terrible new content that we were originally
can't do a
sold
jump
on.
anymore.
I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past
Can you put up
is. I want
numbers
more
on the
memories.
jumps? Can I get more numbers for jumping? Oh, did this change?
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
It's the same. I'm back to my room.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Maybe I should turn up
Is
the
there anything
volume
else?
on those.
Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Do you remember?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started.
Before?
Back then
There's nothing
I
before.
was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness.
Okay.
And somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
Yeah, that's me.
Why did I invent Stanley?
I don't know.
Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
Don't
You know
play with
what?
Stanley.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
No.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The lore, dude. The lore. Oh, my bucket is still here. That's good. And I lost the input. I need to find out how to... Like, is there an order in certain endings I need to do?
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
To do
He'd
the...
never be alone again, not truly alone.
Fuck it, I
Not
didn't
with
call
the
my
bucket
wife yet,
around.
have I? No, I have. Haven't I? I don't remember. No. I never called my wife. I should call her.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, 2 things I want you to check up. How do I get into the door in the warehouse? In the key card door. And what was the other question? Computer inputs, yeah. Because I've gotten to 2. I got into 2 inputs and then everything, and then it stops. And then it started anew. So I don't understand. Okay, so we're not talking about the collectibles
Stanley
anymore.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
That's cool.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet. Simply
No.
because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can
Give me
guarantee we'd
stickers.
be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
That's kind of sad. I mean, at home I have a lot of stickers. I could like slap that on it if you want. Thank you.
Warehouse keycard room and computer inputs, got it.
Thank you. You're the best. That's why you're the bucket knight.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I found out that I have yet to do the normal ending.
Stepping into his manager's
I never
office,
went down.
Stanley was once
Okay,
again
yeah.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's a
Crushed
lot of
by the weight of
alcohol.
this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours,
82
did the
something.
bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss
Obviously.
of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's the only explanation. Okay. I never actually went out of the elevator to go forward. I always went up again to press the number 3. Jesus Christ.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Ah,
Mind
too
Control
new.
Facility.
Why do you want to escape though? We need to escape. Let me escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Don't tell me that. I'll still go forward. I only need the
The door
bucket.
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had
Thank
every
you.
opportunity to turn
That's
around
very
and
kind.
get back on track.
But I'll continue.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for
Yeah.
each of them.
Yeah. I mean, the bucket can't die. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. The wowie. The inputs for the computer inputs. Ooh. Is it a certain order? I'm not dead. I'm not. Ooh. Oh! Oh no! Oh.
As the machine whirred into
Oh.
motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to
Oh,
their
no.
demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure,
No,
it puts
no,
the
no,
mind
no.
and the soul at ease to embrace
Just
the
let
bucket.
me get over
What use is a
here.
sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death.
Oh god,
This
oh
is
god,
what
oh
Stanley
god.
thought
Let me
to
get
himself,
over there.
and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No, 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 I love the bucket. I
Farewell,
love the bucket.
Stanley.
Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who are you?
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh!
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
Oh my god, my bucket is gone.
Bucket to behold.
My god, no. My bucket. The bucket. Welcome you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge, much like a bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Wow. Oh my god, the bucket. Yeah,
Can
more
you see how arrogant
buckets.
it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that
The
blinded him?
bucket.
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
The bucket. There it goes. Oh, it stopped. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from exposure to so many buckets at once. No way there's 25. There's way more than 25.
Yes, it is a certain order.
There's way more than 25 in this. Also, that one is clipping. Not everything is a bucket. Yeah. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Okay. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Stress bucket analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket, coping strategies, holes. Stress the level of water in the bucket. Rest and relaxation. Doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Okay, so the code is gonna take multiple runs. Okay. Then we'll do that at the end. The stress bucket. Present without commentary. Wow. Okay. Cave drawing. Well, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Yep.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Are you a bucket speaking? The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Oh. I got the bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
No.
Reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
No. Don't let Stanley die. No. We reset. Okay, I gotta... Okay, first of all, what I haven't done is actually doing what he tells me, and I have not called my wife.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
I
could it
should
mean?
definitely call my
Stanley
wife.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, let's go call my wife first. I can't take the bucket with me.
When
Can I
Stanley
call my
came to a
wife?
set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't like doing what people tell
Stanley
me
was so
to
bad
do.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I mean...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You know how stubborn I
Really,
am.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I came very close to doing what he told me last time now, but then it gave me it gave me another choice at the end.
Decision by yourself. Now,
And then I escaped and now I died with the bucket.
This is
Yeah,
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Because I unplugged
Put
the
your
phone
work
last time,
aside,
and then I
to
went
let
with the
her
bucket.
back into your
So now
life.
I'm going without the
She's been
bucket
waiting.
to actually call her.
That's her, Stanley.
It's crazy. I think I know how stupid you are more than anyone else.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on Hi, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
Specifically with games.
I have a
Okay,
wife.
here we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving
Wow.
wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't have a wife.
This
I mean,
is
I
a
can
very
still
sad
marry
story
this.
about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? I don't want to. I go to the door.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
God damn it, I'm
Now
doing
he's
what
pushing
Stanley
a
does in the
button.
beginning.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
True.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work,
Where did
he
my
stepped
sofa
up
go?
from his
Where did
desk
my
to
TV go?
realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
The building
The
too?
thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
I took my
The
sofa
mere
and
thought
TV.
that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Can't have anything nice in this game.
As he wandered through
Whoa.
this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh, the baby, I remember it.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh my god, to tell your wife you love her?
But there is no answer.
Aww.
How could there possibly be? In reality,
My wife
all he's
is
doing is
gone.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
To go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Well. Well. I think your gift shipped, maybe. Maybe not. While we wait on this. We'll else I need to check? It's weird. The square, yeah. Yeah, I got a title! At least I have the title. Okay. I don't have fancy stuff, but I have a title. Cream boot. See, I only get common stuff. So stupid.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here...
I don't know, that's the title I got.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Do you see what I see?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Convenient.
And I tried again.
Please stop.
And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Hmm. Wait. Oh. Why is it so dark here? Why is the bucket? What? Something is weird here.
The good old bucket.
I'm gonna take
Just
the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket.
Yep.
Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Why? Where was?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I'm a little bit
boss's
confused.
office was where he'd find answers.
I'm a little bit confused.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
He's just saying the same.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
So weird. Input. Input. I'm on the third input.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
It was
again
2-8
stunned to discover
or 5?
not an indication of any human life. Crushed by, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Oh, it was?
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
I have no idea how I got here. How do I know where? How? Okay. Okay. Okay, now to go. Go and do not escape. Because I done the escape. So
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
So where's the fourth input? Or next one? 434. Okay. Yeah, I mean since I'm already on the way. Wait, hold on. What? Okay.
The lights rose.
Oh, we're here again. I was up there at some time.
Screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Hmm.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh. That's how I get over here. Okay. Okay, I was wondering if I could get down here. Camera. Okay.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly
Yeah,
dropped
we
the
have
bucket
2
in
fired
shock.
people.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be
427,
fine.
there's me. That's my room. Yay. That's a beautiful room right there. Is that the red? No. Why are you fired? Why are you fired? Hold on. I want to see what's on them. Okay. Maybe those are the input computers. That's why they're fired.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Where is
Had
it?
the bucket been told
Oh.
to do things it
Oh.
didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do
Oh,
in
okay.
the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His
Wait.
own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof.
Whoa.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Whoa.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very
Great.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Mind control
Stanley
status
decided that this
offline.
machinery would never again exert its terrible
5.
power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. 2 best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the
Okay.
bucket made a sassy comment about taking down
Mind
the
control
system.
idle waiting inputs. Okay. I got 5 there. 3 over there. 1, 2. 4 probably here. Let me go and check. Can't get up. Too dark. Can't get up. It's blocked. So... Where's 4? Console disabled. Let's try, I guess. 1, 2. 3. I don't have a 4 though. That's probably up there. So how do
Since you are almost a lol.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. What? Hmm? Oh yeah, I've been in the
At last they came to
new
source of
content
the
door
ring's
even.
power. Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On or off?
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Oh my god, I didn't pay
Stanley
attention.
gasped in horror.
Wow.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
I
To
did
take
not
over the
pay
machine and
attention.
claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him
So
like this?
naughty
Stanley was
bucket.
prepared to throw the
You
bucket
naughty,
away in
naughty
disgust
bucket.
when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Seagulls. Stop it now. Silly birds. Silly birds. That's an eagle.
Stanley
Oh my
flipped
God,
through one
just-
video of silly birds after another. and
Did you
then
know that
dawned on him,
penguins think that
this
humans
wasn't a
are
mind
one of them?
control facility at all.
Because
it
in
was a
our-
facility for monitoring
town-
and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind
Where are they
controls are only
from?
a facade to
They are the
Stanley's
only
extreme
animals
intentions.
that walk on two legs.
Bucket
So them seeing us
Stanley
walk on two
marveled at the
legs,
metal genius in his hands,
they think
the
we
one
are
who
one
had
of them.
propelled him towards this incredible discovery.
That's why they don't attack
Stanley and
us
the bucket
or
never
run away.
found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
That's a penguin
living
fun
through
fact for
live
you.
streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was
Owls.
surely the best.
I love owls.
And Stanley was happy.
Did you know owls turn their heads because they can't move their eyes because they're not like circular or like they're not a ball, they're actually a cylinder? What room number did you say?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Input.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I
No
am
matter
missing
how hard
one.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You didn't know? Owls are also cannibals. They will eat their children. Do I need the bucket for the new content? Oh, you didn't know. Yeah, I think I mentioned it a few times. Do I need the bucket? I guess since you mentioned the new content door, you want me to go there? The last input. Oh my god. I'm on your table! Haha! Haha! One is in your office. Is it? Do I need to like reset? No. Yeah. I need to reset. Okay, so what if I don't go with the bucket to the end? To the ending?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
I
his
feel
left.
like there should be something different. Because the bucket has made stuff different.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Morning.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Out the window?
Amazing.
What do
He
you want me
stepped
to
into
go
the
out
newly
the window?
opened
Which
passageway.
window? What window? To the window. To the wall. Thank you for the prosit. I don't have the bucket now. What happens if I go up? Because with the bucket, I was showing off the bucket, the number 3. So since I don't have the bucket, what happens then? Who am I showing off to?
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back
I didn't
out.
even step
Silly
out.
me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back
I
to
don't
his
know.
boss's office? Well, that's a great question.
That's
I
a
just
good
can't
question.
wait to find out.
That's a very good question. There's multiple desks I can jump on now.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Well.
It's still just exactly what it is.
I
What
just
a
wanted to
decision
check.
you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in
The
new
window
and
next to the desk
fascinating
you can
ways
jump
I
on.
could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Sewage lilies.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I don't know. It's, you know, kind of weird, right? Yeah. It's all me. Me and my brain.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No!
No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again?
Could be
what if
whatever.
It's the boss's office this time. The suspense is killing me.
I love this. Ta-da! Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Norwegian gas.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
I'm breaking this, man.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm
Okay.
prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay, take your time.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Yeah. And?
Of course, going back down in the elevator. How
Yeah.
did I not anticipate it?
I mean,
Sure,
you
now
should have.
It's obvious, but you
Yeah,
have to
I
understand
mean,
that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Oh, so
I had
weird.
no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
So many empty chests. Did Corpse die? I didn't see him die. No, there we go. If he doesn't... Oh my god. Jengus is the one killing us all. It's confirmed. Corpse didn't die here.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
Yeah,
the agony
exactly.
of waiting and anticipating
Exactly.
and having to guess,
Now you
that's
get
the
it.
real thrill.
Yeah.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh. Oh.
There we go.
Oh wow.
Isn't this so much more exciting?
The
It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow, nuanced appreciation for the story?
Corpse, if you want to add the stuff you found on you, underneath the screen you can edit your character with the Tangia.
This is
it's like a dungeon thingy.
What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative
finding stuff
all the time, and we all know it. Which is why
I
we're
need
so
rare.
starved
I
for
need
content
legendary
that
things.
makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you
I don't
so
want
much,
common
Stanley,
shit.
because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is
They
why...
do.
Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not.
At least
much
we're
for
not
the
talking
public
about the
eye, but I
number
thought
3
it would
anymore.
especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize
has been
the
following
impact
me?
you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good,
wow.
I hear. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Seems good.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door. All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay. Oh wow! Nobody cared about the number 3, but they care about my story. Yeah. Oh. What title? No, I didn't see it. To heaven? Oh, they go up again. Okay. Why am I here? Wait. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here, though? A heaven ending? Where's the Great Capri? I think I'll just quit the menu and then I'll do the clock again because they said I could put it on my favorite time. Ba. I think like 9 p.m. would be my favorite time because I don't know. Ah, 9 p.m. your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not versus giving me the correct time again? No, I give you the favorite time of my day. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious at how accurate 9 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 9 p.m.? It's actually not that far off. It's like here. No. It's like here. I don't know. I think it's there. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. I kinda also hate that this game has a...
This is the story of a...
It has an achievement. That says you haven't played the game for 10 years. 10 years. Okay, now let's do the actual ending.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
like the ending I should have done
memo.
way before. What's blocked? I still haven't like gotten I pressed yes instead of no on the mind control, which was stupid on me. What? Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There. Oh, I can. Oh, hi. Hello. Hi.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was
Can you
part
jump
of
out
the
the window
game's
in the
design
first
all
room?
along.
Oh.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
It
Do
would
you
have
think
died.
it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now,
What
think
about the
it.
keycard
Would it
room?
be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some
No.
time. What if the other
No, it
option
doesn't
is
take
even
some...
longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh,
I
and
mean-
this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Hmm. Oh. Jose, but what about the key card door? Oh, okay. Okay. You can't find it? Because one of the collectibles was behind one of the key card door, right? Wait. I've done this slider. Ah. He gave me new... He actually whipped up new sliders. Dog and cat are friends. I like these. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Scrumptious. Scrumptious. Scrumptilicious. Occuboinkle. Occuboink. No, scrumptious. Scrumptious. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. You know what time it is right now? Yeah. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yeah. I hope so. What is time anyway? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? A lot. Help. Yes, I'll help you. Will you come back to visit me? Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Oh. Like the scrummatish. No, scrumptilicious.
This is the story of a man. All of his co-workers were gone.
Now to
what
do.
Could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why couldn't I go there?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Now to do the ending. That I have not yet done. And I'll not take the bucket with me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I was
left.
gonna do that ending last time, but then I got like, what if, since I don't have the bucket,
Yet there was not a single
I'm not gonna
person
talk
here
about
either.
number 3 anymore.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Is it gonna be the same? Are you sick
There was
of the...
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yeah, I think it's
no
repeating
reason to
because
still
I've
be here.
done that.
Coming to a
What if I take
staircase,
the bucket
Stanley
downstairs?
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna see the toilet without the bucket. Yeah. Money is in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. Yep. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
2,
indication
3,
of any
4,
human life.
5. The
Stanley
regular
was in such a
ending,
rush
which
to
I
get through
should
the
have
story
done
as quickly as possible,
first of
he
everything.
didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of
I'm sorry,
anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Yeah, well, I'm very sorry.
Regular ending, let's go.
Yeah, I should have let you talk, like, finished. And my bad. Honestly,
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
my bad.
Stanley calmly walked forward.
I'm going
into
too
the
fast.
opened passageway.
Wow, I didn't know he was... Well, I ruined his day, probably. So sorry. God damn. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of
Yeah,
his
because
job.
the mind
Why did he
control
feel
is
this
off.
now, when for years it had
I don't
never
know.
occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
They should really fix that
Stanley
elevator.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
God damn it, I haven't escaped without the bucket. No. Keep my mind on track. I'll do this and then I'll go back and do that again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Because this one is
Stanley
pretty
thought to
long, so...
himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Hold on, what is
Stanley's
this?
co-workers.
There's a
The
glitchy
lives
one
of
over
so
there.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
Why
meant
is
nothing.
234 glitchy? I feel like it's kind of a hint to something. I don't know
This
what.
mind control facility,
something.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the
Hey,
only
welcome
reason
back.
he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
No, I
to
found
accept
like
it blindly?
18 collectibles.
No. He refused
Why
to
are you
believe it. He
glitchy?
couldn't accept it. His own
4,
life
3.
in someone else's control? Never.
4, 3, 4.
It was unthinkable.
No,
Wasn't
4,
it?
3
Was it even
something.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the
Look for the
operation.
keycard
Controls
rooms and only one
labeled
of
with
them is
emotions.
interactable.
Happy
Okay.
or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
Can you search
would
up what the
dismantle
achievement
controls
8 is?
once and for all.
It only like repeats the number 8 on it, so there's no like hints on it. Achievement 8. Yeah, it's an achievement with the number 8.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Ooh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
I'm thinking
How
with
had he
that.
been
You know
freed
why I'm
from
going back
machine's
for the
grasp? What
for
other
the
mysteries
stuff.
did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Oh, you do?
But happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
Oh my god, it's
his.
open world.
And that was all he needed to know.
The narrator
It was
hates open
perhaps
world.
The only thing worth knowing.
Oh,
Stanley
it was
stepped through the open door.
Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
Yeah.
skin. The feeling
We're
of liberation,
free. Then what are the
immense
buttons in
possibility
there?
of the new path before him.
What does
This was
buttons
exactly the
mean?
way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hey, I beat the game. I got the achievement for that. I mean, just look at my achievement, then tell me the ones I haven't gotten, or like, if you want, if you can. If you would like, I would really appreciate it. Okay, now I do the escape without bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Now I do the escape without the bucket. Because with the bucket, it sends me into
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here
The
either.
museum
Feeling
of the
a
bucket
wave
and
of
the
disbelief,
other narrator.
Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Box
office.
creators at issue started at Tangia dungeon. Use join to join the party.
Here's all. Oh. Well,
okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah blah.
I forgot
blah.
about
No secrets, the
432.
keypad, Stanley pushes
Wow.
some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Wow.
Surprise.
Who's interrupting who now, huh? The audacity of this bitch. Can you believe? Can you believe? It was an accident on my part, and then you do it back. So rude. Yeah, it was 234 that was glitchy, but 432 is Easter egg? No, are you meaning the same?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Escape.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
Oh, okay.
Stanley would meet his
234,
violent
yeah.
death.
So what? How?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What is up with the buttons? Numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the ending room, right? There gotta be something with that too. Time to die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had
What
been
will
of no
happen now that I
consequence
don't have the
whatsoever.
bucket with me?
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
That
to his
cord
brief and shallow life.
is
Farewell, Stanley.
kind of dangerous for the machine. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Okay.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
So she's back.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh, this is... okay.
When every
Ooh,
path you can walk
there's
has
a lot
been
in this
created for you
museum.
long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh.
Do you see now? Do you see
Office
that Stanley
layout.
was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ooh, my computer. The 2 doors. That's my... no, that's not my desk. The office. Button sounds. Okay. Office computers. Gotta turn them off. Have I been there? I don't remember. I've been everywhere. I've been a lot of places. The war zone? Ooh, I haven't been there. I haven't been there. How did I get to the war zone? Thingy. What do you mean? Wow. Fun. Okay. I don't think I've seen any of these. I mean, I've clearly I've seen that one. And that one. Are you okay? Wait, hold on. Which one did it skip? What did that say? It's kind of weird just to, like, skip one. It's probably something. All the Stanley Pirates have infinite quests. How many endings? How do you make JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Between a duck and what? Where's the game going? It's good. Narrator emails from a cool man. James Irvin? Are you a rock? I'm not a rock, I'm a boulder. Could you tell me what significance of number 11128800 is? I don't know. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? I mean, I have some rooms. Salvador Dali. Congratulations.
Whichever one is glitchy is the Easter egg.
Yeah. Such a weird voice on it now. Need to fix that. Whoa. Top secret. I just do this. Do you type with boxing gloves on? Scan the QR codes. What QR codes? What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. The lights? Is it the buttons they mean? The skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. That's true. Kind of weird. I haven't seen any QR codes. All the game feature bars. Seen the skip button. What skip button? I mean, I have a one yellow skip that he told me to press multiple times. Ah, shit, I didn't rate it again. I'm not waiting another round. The timer. The apartment timer. 15 seconds. Oh. Oh. What is this? Can't. Yeah. Can't click it. Sending. Obviously I pressed it. I like got sent into years. He got very upset. He got very upset that I like disappeared, just standing there, disappearing in my own mind for years on end. It was in the wasteland. And then the room collapsed. More and more. And then he left me there. Disobey, obey. Oh. Cool. Existential. The QR codes? Oh, I haven't seen one. Ooh. Exit. Okay. Countdown desk. Early version of the countdown ending. Why did I get a much bigger museum than the bucket? Kind of sad. The bucket needed more representation.
Upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this
Narrator
injustice
outtakes.
forever. Stanley jumped in the river.
Skip button ending. Existential. Yeah, I mean, isn't that how we got into Stanley Parable too?
And finally,
Yeah, I mean, I'm at Stanley. The sequel is now paused.
the number 9.
I am at the sequel. Not the Deluxe. I'm at the Stanley Parable 2. Yeah. That's how I started the whole collectible journey, you know. Okay, I've seen everything.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and
gonna
press
die
quit.
again.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I let time choose for me. 2 of your achievements. Okay. But how do I...
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Or... No, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That should be, like, way back, shouldn't it? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3... 2, 3, 4.
If you go out 2 of your achievements.
How do I get to 2, 3, 4? Do I need the bucket for any of them? I'm not taking... No bucket needed. Okay. 2, 3, 4.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Should have
Stanley
probably
knew
not gone that
perfectly
way.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
2,
employee
3,
lounge
4.
first, just to admire it.
2, 3, 4. How do I get...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
that
But
one.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
How do I get to 2, 3, 4? Boss's office, by the way. Okay. But I had... Like... I only see
Yet
4
there was
something.
not a single person here either.
I want to see
Feeling a
2, 3,
wave
4.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Are
his
you
boss's
gonna be mad at
office.
me again because I keep on interrupting you? Hmm? Oh, come on. My guy. My guy, chill. I'm not even in the room. My guy. My guy. Four, 3, 2. No, I'm pretty sure it's 2, 3, 4. The one with the glitch keypad. Okay.
Here's the door. Just go.
So stupid. Why are you like this? I was gonna give you a chance, but you never let me give you a chance. Hmm? Hmm? Oh. Can't even see because it's so dark because of him.
Eight.
Hey, I got it. Did I though? I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. He's so rude. So rude. Sometimes, so rude. Here I am. I'm gonna let him speak, and then he doesn't even give me the chance?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Maybe I can't get to the door, you know.
The lights
with
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
With the glitch.
What horrible secret did this place
Maybe it's only
hold?
on the
Stanley thought to himself.
monitor you can
Did
see
he
it.
have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped
There
to
it
life.
is.
Their true
Yeah, it's
nature revealed.
2, 3, 4.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
How do I
many
get to that
individuals
one?
reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
Maybe I
one of them,
can't.
eternally monitored in this place where
2, 3,
freedom
4.
meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
It's
job?
just the
that his
desk too,
emotions
so
had
it
been
shouldn't be that
manipulated to
hard to
accept
get
it
to.
blindly?
But I mean, like...
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Oh my god, that looks like
Never.
Missingo
It
from
was
Pokemon.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Oh,
Had he truly
before
spent his
I
entire life utterly blind to the world?
leave what place? What
But
place?
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Is it-
labeled with emotions.
Is it
happy
something to
or
do with the
sad
buttons in
or
here
content,
that I need to do
walking,
before I come
eating,
in here?
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How the fuck do I do the speedrunning one? On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take
It's because I
control of
haven't
the
done it
machine for
without the
yourself.
bucket.
Is that what you want?
Oh.
Control? Oh, Stanley,
Hold
I
on.
applaud your effort, I really do. But
Wait.
you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the
if I-
controls
oh.
off, and leave.
What
if
if
you
I-
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Now this is making things a little more fun.
Okay,
isn't
I'm
it?
gonna
shit.
get you the
It's
speedrunning
your time
achievement.
to shine. You are the star. It's
Oh,
your
shit.
story now. Shape it to your
Is
heart's
this
desires.
correct?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
Oh.
so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time
Now I
to
can get
talk
to the
about
number
you,
4 though.
about me, where we're going, what all this means.
I don't
barely
know.
know where to start.
4. I don't know if
What's
this is doing something, but
want to know where your
I'm
coworkers
pressing
are?
buttons.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I'm pressing
All right, I'm in a good
buttons.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you
No,
free.
it didn't do fucking
Of course,
shit.
that was merely in this instance of the
Wait,
story.
what did-
Sometimes when I tell
3
it, I
and
simply
blue-
let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly, and then die
What does that
alone.
mean?
Other times, I let the office sink into the
Blue?
ground, swallowing
That's a
everything
house.
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
No.
I have to say this,
No,
though, this
that's a
version of
house.
events has been rather amusing.
3 and
Watching
blue?
you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you.
3,
It's quite rich.
3.
I almost hate to see it go.
Okay.
But I'm sure
Okay.
whatever
I think I
come
get
up
it.
with on the
No, I
next
didn't
go
got
around
it.
will
I
be
don't.
even
I.
better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I don't know what
You
this
know
is.
what?
I don't
Get
know
on
what
with
this
it.
is.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock right now. These are
Extra time?
precious
Yes,
additional
yes,
seconds,
yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it
Number
that you have
3.
no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I'm
Or did you
so
just assume when you saw
lost.
that timer that something in this room was
I
capable
have 3
of turning
attempts
it on?
remaining.
And
What?
you running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
I don't know.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones.
No.
Or maybe this big red button.
Not
Or this
accessible.
door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Come on.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
Oh,
That this
what
video
does
game
this
can be beaten?
mean?
One solved? Do you have any
What does it mean?
idea what your purpose in this place is?
Fail safe. Oh.
Stanley, you're in for
What does
quite
it
a
mean?
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds
What does it
to
mean?
your way to your death.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Why is that room open? Oh, hold on.
So you can't.
I got 30 seconds on me.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No!
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Come on, open. 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 Open.
Go peacefully. Another choice. Make it
Code.
Or don't.
Goodbye? No.
Part of the joke. And believe me, I will.
How did I open the door?
Inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment.
How did I open the door? What does 3 blue button mean? There was no 3 blue. It was a white 3.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet
How do I beat the game in like 4 minutes? I feel like the walking is like very long.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And I can't sprint. Oh, yeah. Of course you do. Yeah, thank you. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be... Like, how did I get that door open? Okay, you better write what you were gonna do before I get into the room now.
Through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Before I leave from here. What did you want?
The lights rose on an enormous
Maybe I can
room
beat the
packed
game
with
before.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally...
Just try to slam yourself into every wall to run? What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean with that?
This mind control facility,
that doesn't make sense.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in
432.
someone else's control.
Hold on, 432 is
Wasn't it?
is
Was
wrong.
it even possible? Had he
Both of them
truly
are wrong.
spent his entire
I get
life
it.
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
Let's see if I can get
all
it.
of it monitored and
But
commanded
Leaky,
from this
keep yourself
very
as close to an open
and
door
as
as
the cold
possible.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
I mean, it's... This part is the longest.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was
I can't
mere
see
moments away.
Where am I?
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Yeah, this part is so
All it was
slow.
not
How do I
knowledge or even
make this
power
faster?
that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
4 minutes and 22 seconds. How do you do that? What is the test achievement description? What do you mean? Okay, that didn't give me it. What did I have it on? 80? Maybe it was 70. It was something about the sliders. Okay, now everything is just off. I don't like that.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
What? I need to close the game and reopen this. The epilogue, okay. What was the 437, wasn't it? 437. No, it was 427, wasn't it? What was the number? Four, 3, 2. Cool. I don't get it. I don't get the Easter eggs. Anything I need to press on that, or? Kind of weird. I don't understand it. Okay, so how do I do the ending with the buttons? Where it like counts down. Hello, VS. How are you doing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a
Yeah, I
single
can't read
person
all the
here
notes.
either.
A lot of
Feeling
them are
vague
very
with
hard
disbelief,
to
Stanley decided to go up
read.
to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked
No,
upstairs to his boss's office.
No. No. There's a door that opens. I'm not even in there. And I hear you opening it. Narrator, stop it. Played this before? No, it's the... I mean, it was the first time on Saturday, but the... No? On Monday. But the internet cut out, so I didn't finish it. So we're doing the rest of it today. Just to give you... Oh, I hate that. He opens
door's
it
just
and
to
I'm
give
not
you hope.
even there. I'm not even there. I heard it. I heard it open. I'm not going there. No. No, I'm gonna be a little bitch about it.
But Stanley just
Oh
couldn't
shit,
do it.
it's this one.
He considered
Yeah,
the
okay.
possibility of facing
Yeah,
his...
just skip it. It's one of the first ones I did. So then I've done
Stanley decided to
mostly
go to the
everything.
meeting room to check on his co-workers.
I
He never
wanna
functioned
see if
well
I
by
take my
himself.
trusty
Where
bucket
are we
with
going
me?
today? The bucket asked.
To
Stanley
the blue
just
door.
smiled. Anywhere they went together.
What
would be
happens
perfect.
then?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
the blue
his...
door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yeah, the
telling him
bucket.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I haven't been down in the
Stanley took the door on
maintenance
his
room
left
with the
to go
bucket.
back to the meeting room.
Maintenance room? Or should I do the blue door? I'll do the blue door first. I was thinking about it for the longest time, so I
No,
think I
said
should
the
do
bucket.
that.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I've done
It should have
everything in the
alarmed him,
broom
of course,
closet.
because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose
He's
not
just
to think
repeating
about this
himself
obvious
now.
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket
And he's
had
given me
spoken
all
to
his
him, and he
stickers.
unthinkingly did whatever
Wait.
the bucket asked.
Okay, blue door. Blue door. No, I can't. Oh. There's a sign that says no buckets past this point. I forgot. That's... Oh.
No, stop.
I
Look
hate
there on
it.
the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets
Yeah.
past this point.
Yeah,
Stanley,
I remember
how could
now.
you think it was
The moment
okay
I
to
got
bring
in
the
here.
bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually
Ah.
don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose
see
that
if I
would
can get
explain a
right
lot
on
about
all
your
the
behavior
buckets.
Up to this point, which, if that's
Yeah,
true,
give me
well,
the
my
game show.
goodness,
Give me
I
the
think
game
we
show.
have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the
Am I
impact of the
impatient?
story is dependent
Maybe a
on
little
your
bit.
understanding
Maybe a
of what
teeny tiny
is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a
Yee.
moment. Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell
No,
me
the
whether
two
or not
ones
the
are
thing
not
I'm showing you
buckets.
is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll
If-
ever need to know
if you're-
about
he's
what
going by
is
the same.
or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a holograph of a bucket.
Correct.
Hello.
It is a hologram of a bucket.
Yeah.
Not an actual bucket.
No, lay down. Lay down. You're not getting my
Item 2.
deer meat.
Is this a bucket?
No, that was also not a bucket.
Correct. It is a 3D
Yeah.
printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Kiss, kiss.
Item 3.
No,
Is this
stop
a
it,
bucket?
Cassian. Do not take my meat. It's gone. I've taken it away. Yeah, that's a bucket.
Correct.
I remember.
This is a bucket.
Because I get so angry about it. Not really, but you know. That is
Item
not a
4.
bucket. But
Is
the
this a
next one
bucket?
is a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be
No,
too
stop.
much for you.
Yes,
Thank
yeah.
you for not making me look like an idiot.
Don't
Okay,
eat it.
next one.
My food. But this one, that's
Is
a
this
bucket. Oh shit, I don't remember
This
any
is
of the
a
other answers now. What was the other answers? Oh shit.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, Castian, stop. Any of you know the answer? I wanna try and get all correct instead of fucking it up. I don't remember if that was a bucket or not. No idea. It probably isn't. I'm looking it up. Correct answers. Because I did the one where I did not get everything correct. Okay,
And
after it's a tractor and then it's a bucket. It then both is and is not a bucket, okay.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
And then it's nothing and then it's not a bucket.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing
looking
here.
at the past
Of course it
pages
isn't a
we were-
bucket.
Okay.
We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
I answered yes last time.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort
Or
it
did
out.
I say no
I've
last
lost
time?
all sense of perspective.
Now
What
I
is a
don't
bucket?
remember.
What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin
In a
with.
blue room?
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
That's a good question.
Okay, here we go.
It's a very good
What
question.
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So,
Tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets. Okay?
Everything is
And
crossed
we'll
out
know
on the
that
bucket
it's
list.
all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Blue room. I don't remember starting in the blue room. Sure, couldn't get in.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Maintenance room with the bucket. What do you mean she
Good
couldn't
bucket.
get in?
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
A cultured bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley
Bucket
had
sign.
felt the bucket calling
Bucket
to him,
sign.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left
Whee!
to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Straight down. Yes.
Oh, good
I haven't been
Stanley,
here with the
I'm
bucket.
glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh
eventually.
my god. Okay. Hey, broom closet, my
You
old
see,
friend.
your
Oh, the
friends
line.
and I are
Adventure
concerned for you,
line.
Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
These are my
It's
friends.
this bucket you're carrying
The
around
baby?
everywhere. The bucket is
The
even from
Vern!
the original
I
Stanley
missed
Parable.
you!
It's just sequel content.
I missed
We're
you,
the ones that
Vern!
matter,
I
Stanley.
remember you.
Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line
Oh my
and
god,
the
broom.
Broom
Oh,
Closet.
you even
Because
brought the
that's
broom
what fans want
closet?
from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not
yeah.
this bucket that they've never seen before.
I love the bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
No.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the
yeah.
Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes,
Woo!
yes, that's what the
Woo!
fans want. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember
Bring back
all
the
those
music,
great
please.
jokes from the original
Ooh.
dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
The fuck?
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
More content.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
None.
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
How
I think
dare.
it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it
No.
also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, 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 no. No, no,
Can
no,
you
no, no,
guess
no.
what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
Turn it
and
off.
Pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Turn it off. Turn it off. I
Now
don't.
listen to me. It's
Turn it
crucial
off.
that you give it the bucket.
Turn it off. Turn
I
it
don't
off.
know what the Bucket Destroyer will do
Turn
if
it
it
off.
can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all
Turn it
it
off.
knows. That is its singular personality trait.
No.
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon
Was
of
that the
beloved
reason you
Stanley
couldn't get
Parable
in?
characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket
Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll
No.
have to hurry
No,
up.
no, 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 no.
We can't get
No.
back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the
No.
Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
I'm not gonna crush it.
The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans,
No.
Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry
No!
up.
Oh, the sign was on the other place. It was in the warehouse, not the maintenance room.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Okay. The companion cube. I love the companion cube. I have a companion cube.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So what happens when I give the
The
bucket?
embrace of an old friend. A
I love
weathered
the friend.
companionship that stands
I
the
love the
test
friend.
of time. Stanley
bucket friend.
clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
And that's probably the last one I do, because I don't know how to get the glue room.
I'm glad you found your way here. I
And some
knew
of the
you'd find
achievements
this
takes me 10 years. So, you know.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's
I
this
love the word.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic
When you were
characters from the
messing with
first
the
game,
games, did
like the
you click the
Adventure
boxes
Line
too?
and the Broom Closet.
No.
Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their
Yeah.
favorite jokes, not this
No,
bucket
actually,
that
I
they've
need to
never
check
seen
the
before. Yes, I know I'm the
startup
one who
guy.
gave you the bucket, but you're spending
So after
too
I'm
much
done
time
with him.
it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee!
Whee!
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Okay.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is
I
all
love
about.
the song.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck?
It's as classic now as it was back then.
No,
do
you
it for
never
the
said
fans,
that.
Stanley. Let's give them more content
If I
exactly
counted
like this.
correctly, you need to
But
talk to
if
the
we want to
settings
do
guy
that,
3
you're
more
going to have
times
to
to
give
unlock the
something
test
up.
achievement. Oh, okay.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket
I'm sorry,
Destroyer.
Bucket. I'm sorry.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me,
so
it
much
already feels as though
personality.
it's been
Like the
part of
bucket doesn't
cast
have any
all along. Don't you
personality.
agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
I mean, I
Surely
slept
you
with the
don't need me
bucket.
to spell
I
it
can't
out.
sleep with the bucket destroyer.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No.
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Ah! Wait, why is it looking at me? Why is the bucket looking at me?
It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
I can't give it the bucket.
But destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular
Why is it looking at me?
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one
What do you mean?
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley
I can't.
characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even
I
say
can't.
that about? The broom closet?
I can't.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise...
I can't insert the bucket.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and
Keep
feed it.
staring at me.
Back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now.
Ah!
Do it for the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Yeah, I don't think I can put
As
my
the
bucket
bucket
in there.
knight, take that personally.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized
It's like
creation.
with the
You
Bucket
had so
Destroyer
much
cover.
potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Well, he died. Okay, so if I open it again. What time is it? Does anyone truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game setting to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. Why even have it? You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon! Epilogue! Yo. Many years later. She doesn't like playing games alone. That's where she has the bucket. Wait, I've been here. Yeah, this is where I came out from the skip button. Where the fuck do I go? Towards the sun, away from the sun, maybe that way? No? Oh. Oh. Nice. This is nice. Where the fuck did I get the logs from? That's my question. Oi! Oh, the chair. Wait, there's a lot... There's a lot of chairs. The longest time. I don't know what's going on. Oh, sun. I don't know what I'm supposed to follow, but I follow the sun and moon. No. That's where I was. No, that's the house. That wasn't. That's not where the skip button is. We doing that and we Gucci. You are epiloguing. Yeah, seems like it. Like so many, I enjoyed my time. It even cuts off. Can't even read the full thing. So I'm not gonna read the full thing. I'm not gonna read even more of it or half of it. Well, there's no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Ooh, buttons. That was fun. Jim or Jim? Jim. Wait, hold on.
Stanley.
Oh my god, my name.
Stanley.
Oh. No. Why is there one button
Kim or
with
Yim?
Stanley? Oh my god, the collectibles. Oh, yes. Oh. So many collectibles. Yes. I got 26 now. I'm rich in collectibles. Yeah. Should have been more. Huh. Huh. Well, look at that. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense! The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Okay. Okay. Stanley is tiny. Pencil. It's absurd! I love it! Every time you restart the game, it will advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then it will pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. It's very The Sims. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great! There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. It's actually 9:06 now. Hold on. I don't know why I tried to be so specific about it. Like, I know it doesn't do anything for the game, but here I am, waiting for the clock to actually turn to 07. Yeah, I need to turn that up for me. Come on. Did you just turn like 06 or something? There we go. 07 in chat. I mean, at least The Sims is just the same game, just adding DLCs. Yeah, but then they restart again and add the same DLCs and even more. Which way should I slide everything? Set all settings sliders in the menu. Okay, in the menu, so this doesn't count. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. 3. Oh my god! That's a car! Wow. Was this what I needed to do? Oh, yeah, probably, because I need all of this. Oh, you're hiding sliders. That's why I didn't get it.
U7 in chat.
It doesn't give me it! What do you mean? What do I need? What do I need? Oh. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. What do you mean with that? Test achievement description. Where do I find this? Where do I find you? I take it on 17.
This is the story of...
Yes, I got it. Now remember where the test achievement machine is? No! I do not. How do I get to that? I don't... It's been a while. It was on Monday.
This is the story of a man named...
It was in inside the house, but how do I get inside the house?
All of his co-workers...
Yeah, but like, how do I get there?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Yeah, but I
the
don't have the new content door anymore because I'm in the new content. You know? You remember? I'm already in the new content. No, sorry. I'm in the new content. So I don't have the... No, never mind. You weren't there before. Hold on. You haven't been there all day. And now? Now you're here? Wow. Wow, way to call me out. I mean, he did say he was gonna fix the machine for me, so... Okay, I got it. Let's get added on after epilogue to make it easier. Yeah, I get it now. I got it.
You see, Stanley,
I understand.
The Stanley Parable, and about how roundly
That's
disappointing
smart.
this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, yeah, open behind me. Again.
Yes, you see,
Every
isn't
time.
this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
I'm only
entirely
here
new experience,
for the
built from
achievement.
the ground up. Why there are so many
Oh my god, the
possibilities.
burn.
It could go in so many different directions. This
I love
is
the
what
burn.
fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
What the
it.
fuck do they have on
I
this
figure
up here?
that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself
Okay,
out.
let's see, where
Game
is it?
development is... Here we are. Go on. Try out
Hold
some of the
on.
new features.
I need to go to the infinity hole.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Fuck, I shouldn't
But
go
I'm
did it this
undecided
way,
on
but I mean...
Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Are you kidding me?
Happy 12th Birthday, step-niece it is.
You're just designed to pick the opposite, which I pick. Now the whole office is gonna be filled with those instead of the get well soon someday. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Yep. Should have known. I should have known.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact
I'm gonna see
a
all the
hole
characters
that you
because
can
I thought it
fall
was
down
funny.
Forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video. You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What about later? What about never?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite
I think that gets
nature of the
added on
hole.
after the epilogue to
Is it a
make it
very,
easier
very
for the
deep
test
hole?
achievement
To
machine.
be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the
That's
problem.
what she said.
Look, the thing's got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird...
Yeah, I'm not a normal person.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this
I just want to see all the models.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you?
This is it.
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're
me
here
when
to do.
hole
Hit the
when
teleport
me
button when you're ready to move
when I
on.
see hole.
Is the
Oh, I don't think I'm a
teleport
lot
button
dumber
not
than you thought
working?
that I think that I thought I was
You
once.
sure? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
Now we start. Now the fun begins. Holy time, yeah. I forget how Stanley looked like every time. Why is everything the same button? Wait, hold on. Is it because I have simplified buttons? Do I have simplified buttons on? I do. Get out with that shit. I want a good song. I mean... No. Oh!
Holy team.
Oh god. Oh, that's good. Are those all? I love that one. Wait, let me. Oh, that's good. Error.
Stanley! Stanley! Oh good, you're awake.
That's
It seems
cool.
you had
I
sort
like
of
that.
dozed off there,
That's funny.
drifting away into dreamland.
That's very funny.
But we can't have
Okay.
that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that
That's
I want
brain
you to be
tickling.
wide
Yeah.
awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single
Oh
moment.
no, he's gonna
So
leave me
how
again.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
And here we go again. I know it's not happening. But it's funny. Okay. Achievement. Achievement. Achievement? Oh, there it is.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing
Now
a technology
it works.
to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be... As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Yeah, I got it.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to
No,
it.
I
I
know.
swear, it was broken just a second ago.
Yeah, I
Who
understand.
fixed it? Is someone here?
No.
Are we being watched?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
God.
We're fine.
Composure? Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe.
Oh my god, he's
Just
panicking.
breathe.
Oh my god, he's panicking. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, I got what I wanted. I'm happy. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Ooh, Dawn is doing I mean I mean this game has an achievement that takes me 10 years. Am I gonna finish this? Am I gonna get all the achievement? I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me just check one thing. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's actually gonna give me prompt every single time. More ice cream. Oh god. Oh. Wow. And it has new pictures every time? Wow. I like this. This is funny. That's funny. Okay, Dawn is doing Astro Boy. That's a funny game. I saw VS play that. I'll be back on Friday. Yeehaw. Bye-bye. I don't have much more. Astro Boy is an... Astrobot. Okay, sorry. I'll be back on Friday. Bye-bye. Is he coming here?
Yes.
Is it? My man! you gotta learn at some point. Damn! You say damn to me. No. Was I... Okay, at least I can see them. So that's good. Run. Sneak. Okay. I hate this. Okay. Don't turn left.
Mona was still on the case.
That's my girl. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
I hope we don't have to come back.
Your milk is too expensive, sir. Ew. No, wait. No, stop. No. No, Vicky, no. Don't turn left. Okay. Oh. Wait, don't turn my head left or don't actually go left. There's that's eggs. That's eggs. That's eggs. 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 No. No. No, are you good? You good? I don't have more electricity on the defibrillator.
So these blue dots,
Oh.